Hi everyone, today, we're going to take a look at the 5 best lens for Canon T3i on the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best lens for Canon T3i. You can find timestamps and links to all the products we mention in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. If you still have the Canon T3i, chances are you're using the provided 18-55 IS2 and the 55-250 IS2 kit lenses. So now, as you're looking for the compatible lenses available for your T3i, you definitely want to expand the photography capabilities of your camera. For example, getting super close macro shots or capturing a wide landscape, and things that your current lenses can't do. Even if you're divided on if you should actually upgrade from your kit lenses, I can tell you that you absolutely should. These kit lenses aren't exactly the most capable things, and they can only do so much. If you want to get good wide-angle shots, or those crispy portraits, or crazy zoom levels, you'll need the right lenses that are capable of doing those things. To create this list of the best lenses for Canon T3i, I actually started off with a ton of lenses and divided them into several respected categories. After a thorough evaluation and also taking the feedback of the professional photographers into consideration, I picked the best lens for each category. All of these lenses are excellent performers in their fields, and they don't have any significant drawbacks. Number 5. Canon EFS 10-22mm f/3.5-4.5 lens for Canon T3i. The Canon EFS 10-22mm f/3.5-4.5 offers an ideal choice for landscape and real estate photographers, given its ultra-wide zoom capabilities. Its smallest focal distance, extending up to 10 mm, offers the most prominent ultra-wide angle amongst our best lenses for Canon T3i. If you had to shoot bathroom spaces or other indoor photos, this level is most welcome for capturing numerous details. The lens's small focal distance is also crucial for pushing back your subject and offering a broad background even when shooting close-up. The unit offers a dramatic stretch to picture corners, making otherwise boring shots appear more exciting. Though not as small as the Canon EF 17-40mm f/4L, we had little to admire about the f/3.5-4.5 aperture. It does not let in as much light as other options with wider apertures, and your photos may appear dimmer, especially in low-light conditions. Another Canon EFS 10-22mm f/3.5-4.5 drawback is the lack of image stabilization. With this in mind, you may not want to get too close or use it to picture fast movement. Pros: ultra-wide angle ideal for tight spaces, sturdy build yet light, a smooth and precise zoom ring. Cons: quite pricey, small minimum aperture lets in less light. Number 4. Canon EFS 18-135mm f/3.5-5.6 lens for Canon T3i. One of Canon EFS 18-135mm's most notable differences with the rest of our top picks for the Canon T3i is the focal range. If you like alternating between real estate, portraits, sports, sceneries, and so forth, this may be the best lens for Canon T3i. Add its image stabilization features to the extensive focal range, and this lens proves to be a superb choice for accuracy across numerous usages. We consider this the best super zoom lens for the Canon T3i. While it may not offer you the extent of flexibility of some super zoom lenses, it ensures it doesn't sacrifice picture quality for focal range. It is not as small or light as the Canon EFS 24mm f/2.8, although considering it is a super zoom lens, it has a pretty petite form. While it may have plastic construction, the build quality is excellent. Whether it's manual or autofocusing, manually zooming in and out or focusing is a cinch given the smoothness of the rings. For the Canon EFS 18-135mm, what least pleased us is the f/3.5-5.6 maximum aperture. It may not let in ample light during dimly lit conditions, performing a tad less impressive than options like Canon EFS 17-55mm f/2.8. Pros: a wide focal range for versatility, image stabilization for precision, STM motor for quick autofocus. Con: small maximum wide aperture, not the best for dimly lit subjects. Number 3. Canon EFS 24mm f/2.8 lens for Canon T3i. If you are looking for a minimalistic lens for your Canon T3i that packs a big punch, the Canon EFS 24mm f/2.8 might be your best option. Being the smallest lens on the list, it occupies minimal space, making it excellent for those who like to travel light. It is also the lightest lens in our review, which adds minimal weight to your Canon T3i. If you prefer handheld photography, this is one of the best lenses for your Canon T3i. Thanks to its 24mm focal length, it provides a wide field of view, making it our best prime lens for Canon T3i. It's excellent for real estate and landscape shoots, and even portraits if you stand close. We also like the f/2.8 aperture, similar to the Canon EFS 17-55mm f/2.8. You can use the lens for multiple applications beyond low-light architecture and scenery shots like portraits and even entry-level astrophotography. Our main complaint goes to its slow focusing and lack of image stabilization, unsuitable for quick action capturing. If you want a lens you can switch between your Canon T3i and other cameras, we wouldn't go with this one as it doesn't fit full-frame cameras. Pros: light mass of 125G and tiny size. Cons: slow focusing speed unsuitable for fast action, no image stabilization. Number 2. Canon EF 17-40mm f/4L lens for Canon T3i. Designed to be an ultra-wide zoom lens for full-frame cameras, the Canon EF 17-40mm f/4L allows you to use it on your Canon T3i and many other cameras. Though a bit expensive, compatibility with multiple cameras allows you to cut your lens purchasing costs. Able to adjust through 17 to 40 mm, this lens facilitates capturing large areas in architecture or landscape images. The Canon T3i is also excellent for other applications like portraits. The build quality is professional, slightly oversized, and with a substantial mass though not so heavy. Being weather sealed, unlike an option like the Canon EFS 10-22mm f/3.5-4.5, it can survive in rainy conditions. At a maximum aperture of f/4, it has the smallest size amongst our top picks and lets in the least light amounts. Those seeking a lens for dim light shooting may be better off with the Canon EFS 17-55mm f/2.8 or the Canon EFS 24mm f/2.8. The aperture, however, does stay constant as you zoom inwards. This feature is pleasant when shooting videos. Pros: ultra-wide angle for numerous detail capturing, constant aperture suitable for videos. It fits many cameras, hence versatile, weather-sealed premium build. Cons: small maximum aperture uni-deal for dim light photography. Number 1. Canon EFS 17-55mm f/2.8 lens for Canon T3i. The Canon EFS 17-55mm f/2.8 is our best lens for Canon T3i due to a sturdy build with superb features. With its aperture at f/2.8, the unit lets in a lot of light, making it ideal for dimly lit house interiors and other scenarios. As you zoom in, the lens hardly registers any noticeable lighting changes to maintain impressive picture quality. The constant aperture of the lens appears much better than a kit lens. It is, therefore, a superb choice for low-light shoots and real estate videography. You can enjoy the wide-angle range from 17 to 35 mm for your architectural and landscaping photos. The 36 to 55 mm range allows you to use it for applications like portraiture. We, however, aren't too fond of the relatively heavy mass of 1.1 pounds. When taking photos with your hands over extended periods, the lens adds quite a substantial weight to your Canon T3i and proves fatiguing. Being the most expensive lens on the list, it isn't the best option if you have minimal to spare. For what it's worth, though, you should consider attaching it to your Canon T3i if you want flexibility and many excellent photography features. Pros: wide aperture for ample lighting, variable focal length for flexibility, smoothly turning focus ring, image stabilization supports handheld shooting. Cons: quite heavy, pretty expensive.